Come on in. Right, we just started. The fun's already started here in Legends. Here we come. Bring it on over. Bring it on over. The missus. There we go. See, we cannot start. We cannot start Coach's Corner here at Legends without a kiss from the head ball coach.
That's right.
Welcome in, everybody. DJ Yoakley and, of course, Coach Yeagley here. Week 12 is upon us here in the high school football season. Hard to believe. We talked about playoffs, a big win. We'll talk about that, of course, at length. But, Coach, Week 12, and according to Storm Tracker 21 on Friday, it's going to be 72 degrees and sunny at kickoff.
That's awesome.
It's great.
Thank goodness. Going against Garfield, and we'll talk about that later, I know, but it's nice to have nice weather because they're going to pound it, and we want to throw it. So the weather is in our favor. Thank goodness. So, plus, anytime you can play football in a 72, we're in November.
Yeah,
Welcome to November. There's only 32 teams playing in November in our region, or in our districts, our division.
Yeah.
And, it's awesome that we're going to be playing on a Friday night at 72 degrees.
You talk about only 32 teams. You're one of 32 at this point. And it's going to shrink every week. I mean, it's one of those kind of like watching the Hunger Games. I mean, you see people evaporate quickly. Do you guys ever take a step back, like on Saturday, to go, how lucky these kids are?
We haven't talked about it. I mean, Saturday's business.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got Saturday's an important day for us. And, we don't. Today, I mentioned today we are down to the 32,
sure,
which is pretty special. You get down to 32. After this week, we'll be down to 16. It's one thing I didn't mention today, and I was going to, is actually in my notes, is that here it is November. We're playing in November, which is awesome now because moving the schedule up and everything else, to be playing in November is a very special time right now, and it's exciting. Knowing that we're one of few, and hopefully we can keep on playing well and keep on moving.
Naturally, there's a lot of teams that would love to be where you're sitting right now. Playing football still in Week 12. Week 12 brings us an opponent that we're kind of accustomed to. You have a history with this team. We felt like we were on a collision course last year with them, and Kirtland got them, and then they of course got us. When you look at Garfield, they're a team that doesn't change their identity too much. They are who they are. They play football in a phone booth. They love it, and they can manipulate that clock and make you kind of scramble a little bit. I mean, you played them a lot in the history. I shouldn't say a lot. You're there. You've had
right.
run-ins with them. Have they changed at all from that standpoint, from the time that you first played them, the time that you're looking on tape right now?
When we played them, when was it? 2016, the last time we played them. And I get reminded of this often. We were the 1 seed, they were the 8 seed, and they beat us on our last game on North Lima. And they came into that game. They did change what they did. They came in with a quarterback that threw for like 3,000 yards that season. Big kid, 6'4", about 240, and slung the ball all over the place. And then they came in against us and didn't throw the ball. They ran right at us. And they had 2 good running backs also that year that sort of got overlooked. And then they showcased them against us, mainly running our offense against us. And caught us off guard a little bit, and some of that was lack of focus and not being prepared properly. So that comes down to us as coaches, and little things like that. So they're not going to change what they do now. They've adopted the single wing, and they do it very well. And they can highlight many backs, and they pound at you with their big linemen, and again slow down the game. And it's going to be interesting because we don't want to slow the game down. We want to keep on going, and we got to get some stops somewhere in there. We got to make sure we make them punt a few times and to get to change the possessions, and that's our goal going into it, is to make that happen. And but Coach does a great job up there, and he does what he does, and he does it very well. Matter of fact, some teams in their league used to try to simulate them, and to no success, obviously, because it takes a full commitment from everybody and the players to do it.
Foundation up, just like
sure.
you talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you look at this Garfield team, and we're going to take a step back and talk about obviously the game versus Liberty that got us here. When you look at Garfield, this is a team that they know what history holds because they kind of hold the cards. They have the advantage from that standpoint, the 9 seed at this point.
Yeah.
And you're the 1 seed. So You talked about the 8 seed versus the 1 seed. Now it's the 9 seed versus the 1 seed. The anything is possible mentality is with Garfield. How do you get your guys, I don't want to say revenge because none of them were there from that standpoint. How do you kind of teach them about history being the math teacher that you are?
Well, we talk about it. Coach Taylor was part of that team. So, we got him back. And matter of fact, we were watching the game just the other day, and a couple of them were ball boys. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So it hasn't been that long ago. And, they were part of the program, and they understand. Some of them even remember being there.
Wow.
It's amazing. And, we don't have to. I mean, we just have to do our job. I mean, we have to play South Range football. We have to maintain our focus. Be focused going into the game, be focused all week preparing for the game, and do our job. We can't worry about them. We got to worry about South Range, and that was some of the problems the last time was, we were more worried about them and what they were going to do, and weren't preparing for South Range. And I think the mentality's changed over the years for us, and the kids have changed and they understand what their roles are. And they went in today's practice. We had a great practice today, had a great practice yesterday. So hopefully it continues on through tomorrow and Thursday and into the game on Friday.
You talk about a mentality change. Everybody excited over that first playoff victory of the year against Liberty, 35-6. I come down and I interview Chris Colucci, and I go to see how you're doing and go to interview you. And you had that look in your eye like, we didn't do everything that we wanted to do. You were frustrated with kind of the way the game went, not from the scoreboard perspective, but kind of the way the script planned out for you. And that tells me that you're preparing for something bigger than just a win in the playoffs. Talk to me about what you saw on Friday, what you think needed to be corrected. And obviously with a couple good practices, it sounds like it's going the right way.
It was just it wasn't as clean as I like.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I want them to play. I'm not asking them to play perfect. I'm asking them to try to play perfect.
Yep.
And try to do their very best. And we did in spots. I mean, how can you complain? We had 5 possessions, 5 scores, and we got our varsity guys out in a hurry and everything else, and it was everything was good. We were healthy, but it's still, there was just some things that we have to sharpen up a little bit. We have to look better, knowing that we were playing a 16 seed. Yes, it's a good program. They're young. They're still trying to get kids playing. They had some injuries, but we didn't play the way we normally play.
Right.
I mean, we weren't quite as physical as we normally were, and defensively, we needed to get a few more little stops here or there and make some things happen. But like I said, we came out healthy. We had a good practice Saturday. Watched some film, got better, came back, and got a good game plan coming for this week. And like I said, had a couple good practices. So we're going in the right direction. I mean, we have to do something that we normally don't do, is we have to stop a predominantly run team where normally we're spread and everything else. So we had to change some things up this week, and the kids adapted well.
So I was really interested when I was looking at the stats. There was 10 ball carriers for South Range on Friday night. It was good to get some of those reps in, but you guys were trying to keep a little bit of Liberty off balance and get some guys in with some playoff experience, correct?
That and still trying to get healthy. Right. I mean, we got some bumps and bruises, as everybody does when you get into week 10, week 11, week 12. We're healthy, but not 100% healthy.
Yeah.
So we were just trying. We had some kids that stepped in during practice, so we were trying to get some kids some rest, and they performed very well throughout the week. So we got them in there, got them some touches, and got them some playing time, and they performed very well. We do have some young kids that are, you look at a sophomore now. A sophomore's not a sophomore. A sophomore's now a junior.
Yep.
We got some kids there that were stepped up and did well all week, and gave them threw them a little bone, and they took the ball and ran with it, and very proud of them and very proud of the whole team. But yeah, we were trying to spread things around, trying to, like I said, get some kids back to healthy and back to normal, and like what we saw out of some of those young guys. Oh,
and one young guy in particular, we're going to talk to you a little bit later, Tristan Toy, 7.5 tackles and had a big night on defense. When you see these young guys, sophomores now, quote unquote juniors, having big nights, that's got to make you feel good, not only about the future of the program, but what they've done to step up into those shoes that needed to be filled.
Yeah, when you talk about young kids, the biggest thing about young kids is sometimes their inconsistency. Sometimes they're up and down, and you're hoping at this point that they're consistently playing high and playing at the high level that we want them to, and they are. Tristan had a great game last week, Friday night, defensively. Even had a nice game offensively, and he's been playing good all year. And like I said, sometimes a little inconsistent, but all of a sudden now it's down to playoff time, and we need the best out of everybody. And sometimes those people rise to the top, and he did a great job for us. And we want to talk about the other ones too.
The DBs, yeah.
Yeah, Brady Crumbacher did a fantastic job for us. At corner, and just did super. And again, like I said, when things happen, when it gets down to this time of year, you expect these people to rise to the top. And, Tristan did, Brady did. Lenny Moore plays outside linebacker for us, opposite of Tristan. And he played a fantastic game too. And these guys have been very consistent, they've been playing well all year. And as we got into the latter part of the league play, you could see them maturing, and you see them getting better, more confident in their play, and playing better every week.
That confidence, does it come from getting reps? Does it come from not just in games and practice and things like that? Do you think that's where it comes from?
A lot of it does. Just being more familiar, understanding what's going on, understanding what's expected of them and the high level that it's expected of them. But also, I think it comes from the teammates. I mean, we're here to lift each other up. And when you see these guys perform well, the seniors understand that that's their role, and they respect them and try to lift them up and tell them, thank you and great job and everything else. So it's a team. It's a team effort, and these guys are part of the team and a very important part of the team.
Very much so. When you talk about team, you and I have talked off the record about family, and the team has to function as a family in order to be successful. Why is that? I mean, some teams can be, you see it more and more in college and especially in the pros, that these guys are independent, but when they come together on Saturdays or Sundays, they just do their thing for themselves. You see it in the weight room. You see it here. It is kind of the family atmosphere. Why is that so important to you?
We're Division V at South Range, and we don't have that guy going to Ohio State. We don't have that guy going to Florida or anywhere like that. We have to rely on what we have. And what we have is a group of young men that are fighting for a common goal. We understand that, this group, as a group, we can play with anybody. If we're a bunch of individuals, they're going to struggle. And we go through and we talk about some of the opponents that we played. Go back to Hubbard last year with Caffey, and what a great player he was. But they relied on him.
Yep.
Well, our defensive 11 was able to slow him down, and that's a huge difference. When we got 11, we can defend one.
Yeah.
That's why the team, and it's easy to show on film that as a group we can play with anybody, as a team, as a family. You got to trust the guy next to you, and you got to play hard for the guy next to you, and you got to believe in the guy next to you that he's going to do things right too, and you got to be able to fight for him week in and week out, day in and day out. So family is so important, and because we're not going to play as individuals, we're going to play as a team.
And then let's flip over to your family. Very special, obvious to you. Let's just to look back, and we've talked about this before, but I just want to reiterate: your family is supportive in every single way, in the stands, after the game, waiting for you. Obviously, we saw it. We kicked off the show with a kiss from Mrs. Coach.
Nothing better. The ratings just went up.
They went skyrocketed. We're gonna have to put a PG-13 on this bad boy. From your standpoint, that's got to, I don't want to make you emotional, but that's got to feel good when you look and see the people that you love the most in this world on one side in the stands, and then you look back and the people that you love the second most on the field.
It's to be doing this long. I know it's hard on Kelly and how special she is, and it's hard because I'm not around that much during this part of the season, but she's always there. She's very supportive. She understands when I have to leave or I have to go, and when I'm coming home late or whatever. She understands that's part of the game and part of the job, and it's wonderful. And she's very supportive. My son Luke was at the game the other night. He was there. It was fun seeing him there, and Because he doesn't get to many games neither because of his work schedule. And it was fun seeing him there. My father-in-law was there. My mom and dad didn't make it. They always make it, but they watched on YSN.
Oh, my goodness.
And, they watched on YSN. And even then, after the game, talking about special, my parents wait around for me to clean up the locker room and everything else and drive me over to the school.
I love it.
And that's just it's little time I could spend in the car with them and talk to them for a little bit. And have the family, so supportive is so crucial. And then that's why we talk about it. That's why we talked about senior night and how senior night was so important because, that's the time that I remember still when I was a kid, going out on senior night, and these guys, how they'll always remember that and how special it is to be with their parents and loved ones. I mean, it's very special.
I love it. I love watching the interaction, just even creepily, I guess, just watching from afar. See, you're just a family man, and I admire that so much. Coach, best of luck to you in week 12. We love you. We appreciate you.
Too. And I just, like I said, I appreciate Legends for having us here. And
always.
People don't realize the time that you spend away from your family. We should talk about that a little bit. How you're spending your time away from your kids and your wife, and to come out here on a Tuesday night to hang out with us, and then you're gone on a Friday night because you're out doing your job too. And people don't realize jobs are tough.
They are.
And
they're tough sometimes.
They take away from family time, and that's hard. And I realize that because of the job I'm in, and I appreciate people like you take time away from their family to hang out with us and our families, our football families, and I appreciate that.
Well, it's nice to be adopted because I know that we're all welcome here in South Range.
Awesome.
So thank you.
You're always welcome here.
Coach,
love you bunches.
We
man.
love you too. Thank you so much. Yeah. We'll be back right after this with a trio that you're not going to want to miss here on your sports network. Back in a moment.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online.
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
And on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means, Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns. And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Legends here in Boardman. I am joined by the first of a dynamic trio for the South Range Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, Brady Crumbacher. Junior DB does it all. And I was just telling him before we got on the air how impressed I was because I feel like University tried to pick on you earlier this year, and all of a sudden you just started going after hands. Like you were Bruce Lee, just karate chopping the ball away. Talk about your adjustment during a game. I mean, does it come from coach? Does it come from the reps? Does it come from experience that you just know? Because listen, the Crumbacher name is synonymous with the South Range defensive backfield. Where did you learn how to do that?
Well, I mean, it kind of just starts with our practice. I mean, we know ahead of time well, especially me,
Sure.
that me being smaller, they're going to come after me a lot of the times. So it just comes with practice, me being prepared. The coaches do a great job of preparing us and making sure we know what to do in basically every situation we get in.
So being a smaller guy myself, you got to take like a little bit of offense to that, and you got to live with a chip on your shoulder like a Dorito, right? Like you're just sitting there watching it. How do you kind of make that your motivation? Going into a game, coming out of a game, going in and out of practice?
well, I mean, I kind of like it because I know they're going to be coming to me most of the time, and it just makes me have the opportunity to make more plays, which who doesn't love doing?
Hey, everybody loves seeing themselves on film, right?
Yep.
So you learn really fast if you are who you said you were. So, all right, when you look at DBs that you model your game after, who are they?
Well, I mean, for starters, probably my brother, just because
Aww.
me growing up, I mean, going from the backyard, just playing, and then me being a freshman and him as a senior, I kind of watched him. So I'd say him for first. And then just in the NFL, one of my favorites is Denzel Ward for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, boy. Here we go again.
I'm an Ohio State fan, so I've been a fan of him since he was at Ohio State.
I can appreciate that. He's a tough guy, and what I mean, again, very similar. I was actually going to say that you guys play I mean, when you look at it, very similar. People try to pick on him, and he defends. So, from your standpoint, you said your brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to put it out there. Nobody's watching anyway. Nobody's listening. It's not really quiet in here. Could you take your brother right now? Could you go one-on-one with your brother and win the battle?
I think so.
There it is. You heard it here. What did you? I mean, does he critique you? Do you guys talk about it? I mean, Dad, I'm sure critiques you plenty. Talk about the conversations you have in the household. Maybe is it ever like, all right, enough. I know what I'm doing wrong, or is it like always welcome?
Oh, not at all. Never. I mean, all the time, which is expected. He's the older brother. He's always pointing out what I did wrong and never what I did right, which I'm fine with. I mean, I need that in my life, so it's good.
There you go. Okay, so what's one thing positive that he said to you that you haven't forgotten?
Oh, man.
Yeah, we got to dig deep on this one, man.
Yeah.
We're going Dr. Phil.
I mean, I'd say just the positive things he does is when he critiques me on what I do wrong, he tells me how to fix them. Like,
so he's like
teaching
correcting
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
what about
probably the best thing he does?
What about Dad?
Oh, Dad. I mean, every game he just tells me good game. So I mean, that's probably the best thing he does.
Well, there it is. All Dad's got to do, good game. I can appreciate that. I love it. What about does Mom ever give you some criticism? No, she's just there for love. She's just there for love and support. That's what mamas are there for. I love it. All right, so you got a big game coming up against Garfield. They love to run the football.
Yep.
You've seen them on film. So as a DB, Coach Yeagley's got his earmuffs on. Do you ever kind of get bummed that they're not trying to test you? It's all going to be kind of right in front of you the entire game?
I mean, yeah, just because we're not getting the ball thrown towards our way. But, I mean, at the same time, we still have our job. We still have to stop the run and help our team win. So, at the same time, we still get to play.
All right, so I see you all the time making these plays and getting up, and you are, I would say, the emotional leader on the field. You're always doing something, getting somebody hyped up after a play. What is it about those big plays, even like smaller plays over the course of a game, they come to you? Is there any John going on, or is it just all antics?
Not at all. I mean, I don't really talk trash or like anything while I'm on the field. I'm just like, I actually do the opposite. I like to talk to people, but it's not like talking trash. I just start conversations.
You ask them what their favorite book is? Like,
I don't do that.
Okay. What their favorite, what I'm doing to you right now. Yeah. All right. So who was the best player? I'm not going to say best player that you played this year. Who's the best player you've ever played against?
Played against? I mean, I'd have to say Shane and Aiden in practice. I mean,
wow, that is an awesome answer. That is, I mean, but why? I mean, everybody knows like that they're your teammates, but why is it so difficult to defend those guys?
I mean, you have two very different guys, and you have to go up against them every day. I mean, you have Aiden, who's 6'3", just a big physical guy who can go up and get it over basically anyone. And then you have Shane, who can do everything. I mean, he's shifty, fast. I mean, even though he's small, he's still physical, being very big himself. He can just do everything. It's hard.
Are they here? Are Shane and Aiden here?
They're
not. Okay, so they're probably not watching. Who would you rather not cover? between those two?
I'd say Shane.
Okay, why?
Well, Shane, he's a lot more shifty.
Because he'll flip over you.
Possibly, but I feel like I can handle the physicality better than I can just Shane doing whatever he does.
Gotcha. I appreciate that. All right. So if you were to play another sport, right, that's not football on the girls' side of things, so volleyball, because boys volleyball is coming, right?
Yep.
Lacrosse, whatever. What would that sport be and why?
100% volleyball.
You want to play volleyball?
Yeah.
Would you be a hitter or a center?
I don't know, but I'd be something.
Would you wear the spandex?
Me, no.
Dang, we got to thank you out there. So let's jump off the field, off the topic of sports. Food. We're here at Legends. Great food. What's your favorite food to eat when somebody's cooking for you?
Probably chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a plate. Like, what's on the chicken? Obviously, you got chicken Alfredo. What are the side dishes?
Whatever. I mean,
are you a salad guy, soup guy? What is it?
Not a big soup guy. I do like salads. I know Tristan, he just ordered garlic knots. They looked fantastic.
There we go. There we go. Plug
chips.
for Legends.
Yep.
Chips. All right. Are you a hot chips guy or a French fry guy?
French fry.
French fry guy? Okay. They have good French fries here.
Yep.
Like really thin French fries.
Yeah.
Really good.
Which those are the better ones. I don't like the thick ones. Yeah.
Are you a curly fry guy? Do you like those?
Yeah.
Tater tots?
I like them. Like, I'll eat them, but I'd take a French fry over.
All right. So everybody knows, and we're not close to the Canfield Fair anymore, but what is your favorite fair food that you have, like Canfield Fair or otherwise?
Probably, well, this is kind of basic, but there's this one good pizza shop. I like that. I like fried Oreos.
Okay, now we're getting to fair food. Pizza to me, not a fair food.
Yeah.
That's like an everyday food.
Caramel apples up there.
Okay.
Cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. That's money.
Yeah.
So caramel apple, are you a guy that has like all the fixins on it, or are you just straight caramel and apple?
If I'd have to choose, I'd just say caramel and apple, but I mean, I could deal with sprinkles.
Well, sprinkles are for winners, and you guys are winners, right? So, from a standpoint of, I mean, people that you have helped you get to where you're at, role models, heroes. Who are those people and why?
For starters, our defensive back coach, Coach Rock. I mean, he's been our coach since I was a freshman. I mean, and longer, but he's just taught me a bunch. Yeah. My dad, obviously, he's been coaching me since 7th grade.
He's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. And then once again, just my brother, just seeing how he plays and stuff like that.
I love it. So we talked a little bit about mom. What does mom bring to the picture for you from that standpoint? Like how does she make you the young man you are today?
I mean, she's like, I get most of my personality from her.
That's a good personality. I'll give that to mom.
And she just, I guess, keeps me going when things aren't like going for me. And she just keeps on motivating me and stuff like that.
What is this team? I don't want to say what is this team capable of. What does this team mean to you?
I mean, this team's family. I mean, we are all just so close together, and we all bond so close together. I mean, all of them are out here today. So it's just a family, and it's great to be a part of.
Appreciate your time, man. Brady Crumbacher, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back right after this on your Sports Network.
A little bit of the
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service,
We'll help build your perfect vehicle.
and lock in your trade value.
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing.
Regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
Our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa.
And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing.
Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships.
We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team.
Your goals, our game plan.
Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
All right, and welcome back to Legends, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined at this time by Landon Lenny Moore. Give it up for Lenny. Everybody knows Lenny. All right, so we got to start at the top. Talk to me about how you got the nickname Lenny.
All right. I got my nickname Lenny by Coach Allegretto, our offensive coordinator. He gave me it because he said I reminded him of Lenny Moore from Penn State.
Okay.
Like all the way back, yeah.
All right. So, I mean, an adopted nickname. I like it. Yeah. Do you have any other nicknames that people in the stands can call you other than Lenny? Or do you just like people just yelling out like they did just now, Lenny?
Yeah, pretty much that.
That's it? Yeah. What other nicknames have you had?
Lando.
What was it? Lando.
Yeah.
Like Calrissian, like in Star Wars. Pew, 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 right? Okay, so we got Lando, we got Lenny. Any other ones? Anybody else?
Mm-mm.
None? Okay. Even Coach Farron over there doesn't have any nicknames. I'm sure he's got a couple nicknames for you, but he's about a foot and a half into that meatball sub or whatever he's eating over there. So, so talk to me about, I mean, this defense is special. This team is special from a standpoint of what you think your role is on this team, offense, defense, whatever it may be. How did you find it and what is it?
Just making everyone like better around me and like just
okay.
Helping.
So helping out the team. I mean, and you're a multi-sport athlete, as most of you guys are here at South Range, basketball player. And I told you before we got on the mics, I was so surprised that you were a sophomore last year because the way you handled yourself. You are such a shy young man, but when you get on that field or on that court, something flips and you turn into like an animal, a beast. What is it about that once you cross those lines, you're a different human being?
It's just like it's go time and like you just got to go and you can't stop.
So talk about your teammates, the band of brothers you guys have and that on defense especially. Everybody talks about this offense. We talk about this offense a lot, but it's the defense. I mean, you guys are not letting up a whole lot of points. When you let up 6, I didn't ask Coach this. When you let up 6 the other night, did it kind of drive you nuts?
Yeah, everyone was like frustrated because we wanted to get that shutout, that blowout. Yeah.
The goose egg? You guys are going goose egg hunting?
Yeah.
Okay, so this week you got a team. I already talked to Crummy about it. You got a team that runs the ball a lot. Now you've got some serious opportunity to lay some lumber on a very physical team. You know that you're going to get up on Saturday and you're going to be sore. But going into Friday, what are some of the things going through your head of what you have to protect?
I got to protect like our like team and like just our name.
Just your name? Yeah. Okay. So what does the name stand for? Right? When you put that burgundy and gold on, what does it mean to you?
It's like that brotherhood of all of us and like all that hard work we put in and everything, all our sweat, tears, and all that.
All right. So word on the street is you're the funniest dude on the team. So, Tristan throws the hands up. He goes, "I'm the guy." So we're going to have a little knock-knock joke competition between you and Tristan. All right, you ready? And I did not prepare him for it. Oh, I guess Tristan's going to have an advantage now. What's the best knock-knock joke you have? And everybody has to say who's there collectively, okay?
I don't really know.
You don't know a knock-knock joke?
No, not really.
Oh, gosh. Now Tristan's definitely going to be the funniest kid on the team.
He's searching it up.
Oh, he's Googling a knock-knock joke?
He don't know one.
leave it to the toys to try to get a one-up on somebody, right? If you're the funny guy, like why does everybody think you're so I guess comical?
There's this one joke that like every time someone talks, I'll be like, "What?" or like "Who?" and then they'll keep talking, and then just out of nowhere, I'll say like "Cares" or ever, and then they just like it just fucks.
All right. You come from an awesome family. Talk about your family and what they mean to you.
They mean everything to me. They do so much for me, and they're always there for me. And it's just I love them both.
Who's this little guy right here?
Oh, that's my brother's friend Chase.
Okay, he wants some love. Can you shout him out?
Yeah, he's my little guy.
He says no.
Nah.
Joke's on him, right?
Yeah.
And this is your little brother over here?
No.
What do we got? Introduce him.
Over there.
Oh, there he is. I
Dante.
see him over there. All right.
Yeah.
Dante, you said?
Yeah, Dante.
All right, Dante getting some love. Dude, he's going to be big.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be big.
I see Coach Yeagley. Coach Yeagley got really excited how big he was. This team, we talked about this team being a family. What's your favorite part about being part of this team and in this family?
Everyone's so close to each other. And, like, I could literally talk to anyone, like, the same way I can talk to my best friends. And it's just, like, everyone's always there for you, like, if you're going through hard times or not. And, yeah.
That's good. I mean, from a standpoint, you guys are always there for each other. Let's talk about off the field, kind of that stuff. What do you like to do for fun that's not football or basketball?
I like to play PlayStation with my friends, yeah.
Like, not like my PlayStation, like the original PlayStation. You're talking like PS5, PS4? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what are the games?
We play Fortnite, Madden, Ark, all those type of games.
All right, so the only one I know, I've heard of Fortnite, never played it. Ark, I don't know what that is. But Madden, I understand. So Madden, who's your squad?
For Madden, I'd say me and Brady go at it. Me, Brady, and Dylan.
All right, so who's the squad you always go to, or do you go random?
My squad, I'd say Dolphins.
Okay, Dolphins. So you like playing speed?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
All right, so out of the three of you guys, who's the best Madden on the sticks? Oh, the Crummy just threw his hands up.
No, me.
What's the all-time record here? He said you're terrible.
It's like 2-0 him.
2-0 him.
Yeah.
And see, there it was. He goes, yes, the truth comes out. What does he do so well that you can't beat him?
He just blitzes the whole time and makes it like not fun.
Makes it not fun. What game, if you could play anything, what game would you want to play? If you can only play one game on a deserted island, what game is it?
I would say Madden or 2K.
Madden or basketball? 2K.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you better at? Hopefully you say 2K.
Yeah,
it sounds
2K.
like you're not good at Madden.
I'm decent. I don't know.
We can get on the sticks. I mean, like, I'm not. Kraus could beat me, so I don't know if you can beat Kraus or not. So, we talked about your family. I mean, you're an amazing young man. I mean, multi-sport athlete, very smart, very caring, and you obviously care about your teammates. Where did you get your personality from? Who in your family?
I'd say my dad. He cares a lot about us and does a lot and like works us hard.
All right, Mom. What'd you get from Mom?
She's just like so nice and caring for us. And
There
she
you
just,
go.
yeah.
And what do you want to leave? Yeah, you have just one younger brother, or what do you have?
One younger brother.
Okay, so what do you want to leave for your brother Dante to learn about being a Moore?
You got to work hard.
Hard work, work
Yeah,
ethic.
Yeah. You
I
gotta work
like it.
hard and nothing can just be handed to you.
I like it. Do
Yeah.
you like superheroes?
Yeah.
All right. So who's your favorite superhero?
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Why?
Yeah. He's just so like, I don't know. He just cares about his family a lot and fights for them.
Dude, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal. So can I call you the Black Panther out there on Friday?
Yeah.
The new nickname, the Black Panther. Maybe you'll be the Burgundy Panther. How
Yeah,
about that?
the
All right. The Burgundy Panthers out there prowling Garfield this Friday night. Lenny, appreciate you, man.
Thanks for
the
having
Burgundy
me.
Panther. We'll be back right after this.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Legends here in Boardman. We want to say thank you to Rick Frida, thank you to Megan and Nicole, who've been treating us wonderfully each and every week here at Legends. And just a reminder, you can come out too. You can have some fun with us and the entire South Range clan here every Tuesday as long as the season goes. And guess what? I think we're going to be here for a while. We are joined at this time by a generational talent, a guy that needs no introduction, but we're going to introduce him anyway. Tristan Toye, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Double T. We're going to start this because I'm the one that built this bridge, so we're going to go over it. Give us your knock-knock joke that you looked up, cheated.
My knock-knock joke, I couldn't find one out myself. I had to search it up.
Okay.
My knock-knock joke, so knock-knock.
Who's there?
Go to the door and find out.
You got like 4 applause and like 8 boos. Man, I can't believe that's the best you could find on Google. We got to talk to somebody about that. All right. Tristan, you had a phenomenal game on Friday night, 7.5 tackles or something like that. You killed it. And I think you laid one of the biggest hits of the night. And I know you got real excited about it. Defensively, you've really come on for this team, obviously. The quarterback kind of waiting in the wings and watching Billy and learning from Billy. What does it mean for you to be able to kind of learn actively like that from a standpoint of being a part of this team, stepping in as a sophomore with that phenomenal last name that's notorious? Literally, when people think South Range, they think of your name. What does it mean to you to be able to step in and fill those shoes so nicely?
I mean, yeah, my dad, my brothers, they were all good football players. Billy, he's a great quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback in the county that we have.
We love that.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from Billy. He teaches me, like, he tells me things at practice that I need to work on, like getting drops and everything, going through reads, and like I really think I learned a lot from everybody.
I can appreciate that. Defensively, I mean, where do you get that from? I feel like you just get angry. Like, you play angry. Talk to me about that.
I mean, sometimes during the week, because my dad, he's an offensive coach, and I'm a defensive player, and sometimes he'll just say stuff kind of makes me mad. So I try to take it out on Fridays. Use that like anger and like emotion against the other team. Try to play it my best.
So you're like the Hulk. We talked about Black Panther. You're like the Hulk. Don't make me angry, right? You won't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
From that standpoint, like, you obviously come from some great DNA. Your dad, a phenomenal football player. Your brother's phenomenal football players, and just athletes in general. Do you ever feel pressure? Like, is there ever any pressure? I didn't have that, so I don't know. So I'm asking you, do you ever get any pressure to kind of live up to that last name, that's 3 letters on the back of your jersey?
Yeah, I feel like because a lot of my family goes, like my grandparents, like everybody, they're always there to watch me. And I feel like I always have to live up to my dad's, like not my dad's last name, but everybody's last name, because they were all really good at football and like all sports. So I really do think I have to play well in front of them.
I love that, because when you walk through the front of the bleachers at South Range, Toye's right on there.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it's just it's great because like I know that I'm playing for not just for South Range, but I'm playing for my family because they all want to see me do well and see me succeed. So I think I'm playing for them most of the time.
All right, so I got to ask you because the burgundy and gold means so much, and I think Coach Yeagley was looking at you when he talked about ball boys the last time that they played Garfield. When you put the burgundy and gold on, no matter what it is, what does it mean to you, and what do you think about every time you put that jersey on?
I mean, every time I put the jersey on, I just think I'm playing for like the person next to me. Like Coach Yeagley always says that you're always playing for the person next to you, no matter what. So I'm always playing for everybody on the team, and I'm just trying to do my best so we can all succeed.
You've had some opportunity to take some snaps on offense, and you talked about the kind of the relationship that you have with Billy. What's some of the things that he's kind of taken, to you and learning and educating you? Because really, when this ride's over, and we hope it's not over for another 5 weeks, you're the guy that everybody's looking at as the next QB1 of South Range.
Yeah, Billy, he's a physical quarterback. He can throw the ball well. He knows what he's doing. He makes a lot of right reads, and I just think that I can learn a lot from him, and he helps me a lot during practice. Like I said, like he helps me, and I can step in and I can do the right things, hopefully.
What's one thing that he has from just, I don't know, of a personality standpoint that you admire, that you want to make sure that you pass on to the next quarterback of South Range when you're done?
Billy's very vocal. He's a leader, and he likes people to know what he's thinking about, and likes people to know. So I think I hope I could be like that.
All right.
Make sure people know what I'm thinking about.
I can't imagine you're quiet because you're pretty loud. Like you're over there talking a whole lot, and you're having a good interview here. So being vocal, that's interesting. So what kind of thing, are you a vocal leader defensively out there?
I would think so. You said Brady was like the emotional player. I think that's me. I'm usually pretty excited out there on defense. I'm always riled up. So I like to make big plays, be excited for other people making big plays. I just think it's awesome.
Well, I stand corrected. I'm sorry, Brady. We're going to take that back. So we're pulling it right off the table. I saw you flex. I saw this guy come out the other day. When you so I got to ask you this. Offensively, would you rather score a game-winning touchdown, whether it's passing the ball, running the ball, whatever that is, or would you rather stop somebody dead in their tracks at the 1 yard line and preserve the game and have the walk-off win on defense?
Definitely the defensive play. That just gets the crowd going. Everybody's so excited. I mean, they would be excited on offense too, but just that big hit, big stop on the 1 yard line, nothing beats that.
All right, so week 12, this is the last home game no matter what, right? Are you going to take it in a little bit, whether it's, wherever in the game, just look at those stands, because I fully anticipate that you're going to see a lot of burgundy and gold in those stands more than usual, because you guys are getting some, I don't want to say bandwagon fans, but some people are going to be rooting for you down the line. Are you going to take a kind of mental snapshot of that?
Yeah, back in 2016, 2017, my brother, he was a junior, and they when they lost to Garfield, they thought they were going to win. I mean, that was the last game at the grass field, the old field. So I feel like, it's not our last game here, but it's the last game of this season, and I think I'm going to look up there and see all these people cheering for us and think we got a good chance.
All right, what's some of the best advice? We're going to start best advice by some of the members of your family. Best advice your brothers gave you.
My brothers, Brennan, he's not there. He's bigger than I am a little bit, but he wasn't always the biggest guy. So he always said, just get in deep, make sure you make the tackle. You don't always got to go for the big hit. Just make sure you get him down.
All right. Best advice Mom has ever given you.
Mom, a couple weeks ago, my mom started getting after me. She said, not getting after me. She was just giving me some advice. She said maybe what can you do when you're not at practice? Focus, mentally get prepared, watch film, just think about what can happen if maybe you don't get a chance, maybe chance gets taken away. So she was making me think about that.
How about the old dude over there? What's the best advice? It can be not just football, it can be about life.
He's always giving me advice. He always, before the games, he always high fives me, hugs me, tells me to do good, tells me during the game, he'll tell me I'm doing good. He'll tell me things that I'm not doing very good. So he'll help me with that. And then, best advice he probably gave me, I have to think about this. I don't know.
Don't go on that show with Yoakley. That's probably the best advice he could ever give you.
Best advice. I don't know. This one's hard. There's a lot of things.
I figured this would be the easy one. I figured that was the slam dunk. We'll come back to it. All right. Think about it. All right. So heroes. Everybody's got heroes. Ordinary heroes, superheroes. Who's your hero? When you think about it in the word, who is your hero and why?
My mom's probably my hero. She's like always there for me. She works at the school. She's always there. I go to South Range, and sometimes I'll go visit her because she works in the middle school. My sister's in middle school, so maybe sometimes we'll both go there. Maybe bring her. We used to bring her coffee in the morning sometimes last year. So I really think she's my hero. She's just always there for me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. From a standpoint of what this team means to you, these guys, these brothers that you have, sitting right next to, you have these great relationships on the team. Everybody from 1 to 99, or however many there are of you. It feels like there's 99. What does it mean to you to be part of this particular South Range team?
I mean, they're all my brothers. Like, we all know each other real well. We can all get along with each other. I mean, sometimes there's little brawls, not brawls, but
brawls.
Like people like giving words back and forth to each other, maybe not liking each other for a little
tension.
bit.
That's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it helps. It builds like bonds and everything. It helps people get to know each other a little better, and people we're all really close, and we all can like form good bonds, good strong bonds, and keep it going on after school and everything.
Family fights sometimes, man. That's how it goes. All right. What I kind of gave these guys an either or. I know you like laying the hit stick down, that flip button. Who don't you want to be in front of if they're coming your way on a South Range? If you're in practice, who don't you want to be in front of?
There's a couple guys I probably wouldn't want to be in front of. Billy's probably one of them.
Okay.
Maybe Ty Remish, he's big body.
He's a big dude.
Spike, he runs hard over there. Spike runs hard. Who else? I mean, Gus, pulling guard.
No, I don't want to be in front of Gus. No,
he's a tank. I don't know how he does it, but he does it real well. Yeah, that's
a good list. Yeah, that's a good list. All right, what do you have to do? What's your assignment for Friday, and how do you execute?
Squeeze and spill.
Don't idea what that is. No clue. Squeeze and spill. Okay, squeeze and spill. Got it. All right, Mom knows what it is. Now I know why she's your hero. She understands your lingo. All right, back to the dad question. Best advice.
Best advice. He always tells me that I'm going to do good. Like, he never tells me anything like that. He's never trying to degrade me or anything. He's just trying to always make me better. So he's always giving me good advice on how to be better, be a better person.
I can appreciate that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Toyle, a round of applause. We're going to be back with one more special interview when we return on YSN right after this.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This guy also needs no introduction, but he needs a new T-shirt, I think. Look at this. The Just Say No to Ohio State. Donnie Farron, ladies and gentlemen, the athletic director of the South Range Raiders. Donnie, we have got a great relationship going back 6 years now. When we started YSN, you were one of the biggest advocates for it. And obviously, the guys and gals of South Range have benefited from the interviews like this. From a standpoint of where you're coming from, you love seeing your athletes each and every week, each and every day on whether it's YSN or elsewhere. What are some of the benefits you see, and you see these youngsters coming up and understanding how to do interviews like we just saw the 3 athletes here?
You know, our kids, they are great. They handle themselves well on the field, on the court, on, the cross-country course. And they display that when they came up here with you tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very good at, everything they do.
You're a guy that takes a lot of pride in South Range, being that you graduated from South Range. You're in the Hall of Fame, correct? South Range?
Yeah.
Mr. Humble Pie
Thanks.
over here.
Thanks, DJ.
From a standpoint, I mean, I always ask these kids what it means to be burgundy and gold. You suit up every day too, and you're in the school. I mean, what does it mean to you to be a Raider?
Well, you can ask any of the kids that you had come up tonight, any of the kids that are here. I go into school, and I got a gray quarter zip on, a burgundy quarter zip on, a black quarter zip on, and it has the flag, and it's every single day. I when I graduated from college, I went away from South Range, but I was still South Range. I was glad one year, Coach, not glad that we lost in the playoffs, but I was glad we didn't have to play you in the next round. But I always compared everything wherever I went to South Range.
So to come home and to have so much success as the athletic director, and the thing that drives me nuts is people don't give near enough credit to the athletic director, especially after COVID. You guys had a job that nobody wanted, and still there's few that really want the position that you're in. What does it mean, from your standpoint? You go in and you're the offensive line, really, of what these people do. I mean, you've got to feel. What are you laughing about?
Oh, I'm laughing because you said I was the offensive line. See, Nathan knew me when I was younger. Scotty knew me when I was younger. Brian knew me when I was younger. I wasn't the offensive line then. I thought you were trying to throw a jab at me here about
No.
I'm the offensive line now.
I would never do that.
I mean,
now I'm thinking about it. That's all I can think about. Are you the pulling guard, or what are you for? No, in all seriousness, like it's been a ride as the athletic director. What were some of the most complicated things that you had to deal with that maybe they don't know about, or people don't realize that you had to overcome?
the COVID was just unbelievable how you had to deal with that. With, football season, it got affected a little bit, but not as much. I'm not saying that we let people in that we shouldn't have let in, but in basketball season,
that was really tough.
You gave a parent a pass, and that's what they had to get in. It was rough because those kids didn't get their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles, to get to come watch them. That's not right. The kids need everybody that is in their family to come and see them and support them.
The South Range Raiders, part of the founding teams, 8 teams of the NE8. Obviously dealing with 7 right now. Do you see challenges in dealing with 7 at this point?
Right now, no, it's not a challenge for us as far as the 7.
Yeah.
As far as football is the problem with scheduling. I mean, basketball is not a problem. Baseball's not a problem. Wrestling's not a problem. None of that stuff is a problem except for football.
Yeah.
But fortunately for us,
solved quickly.
We solved our football problem for the NE8 part of it. But Coach Egley, Coach Toy, Coach Crumbacher, these kids, they're making it very difficult for me for getting a week 2, which should be the easiest time of the year to get a game, and we can't get one right now.
Well, there it is. Week 2, if you're out there, you need a game. South Range has arms wide open like Creed, right?
Yeah.
We're sitting there and we're waiting for it. So make sure you contact this guy. Last question I have for you, and I would be remiss if I didn't. Who is better at golf, you or Jeff DeRose?
Oh, I am. It's not even a hard question.
Do I have to tell you where that question came from?
Well, I'm sure where it came from, but you play with both of us, and you know I'm better than he is.
Well, you're all above me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to bring up the golf game and you want to try to
here comes
put
the
me down
Gators. Here comes the Gators.
You know, I can pull my phone out. Oh, you unplugged me.
No, we can hear you. Go ahead.
You know, you unplugged me there. I mean, I can pull a video out here of you dropping your cell phone.
Who doesn't run from an alligator at that
You
point?
were on a full sprint. You could have
This is
played.
true.
You could play for the Buckeyes, not the Wolverines, but you could have played for the Buckeyes with your 40 time.
Well, I'm happy that you said I have a chance at a national championship. So that means a lot to me. So that is Donnie Fair. We're not going to let him talk anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Make sure you check out the South Range Raiders this Friday against Garfield. Donnie, thank you. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks a lot, man.
That's going to do it. We'll see you next time right here on the South Range Raider Show at Legends.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value.
While your vehicle